Steve, we're here in Levelland, Texas. We just wrapped up the May sale for Clovis horse sales. Don't you call Levelland like a destination?
Levelland, Texas is emerging as a destination point in the equine industry.
Well, it was this weekend. I will
Yes,
give
ma'am.
you that. One of the things I like about your sales, Steve, is that we have Friday to get acquainted with the facility, the consigners, the horses. And so some of the horses we're going to talk about today, I think a lot of people fell in love with over the course of 2 days.
Yes, well, you know, yesterday morning was a ranch horse stakes, and we had 30 horses in that. And a lot of your higher sellers were in that, not all of them. The highest seller was not in that.
Right.
But then throughout the rest of the day, we had our team roping demo, a breakaway demonstration, a cow horse demonstration. And so, the horses that participated on Friday, you get a real good look at.
Yes. So we will start with the high seller, somebody that we've talked about very recently. In Abilene, they had the high seller, and this week here at Clovis Horse Sales, Wilson Cattle brought one of their great head horses. Brooke has this horse Patron. She's had for a long time. He was 9 years old, real big, stout, just like most of their horses. And she was able to show him on Friday, and then went pretty well for them today.
Yes, that horse brought 69,000 and a really nice head horse. And again, their program is a cut above a lot of them, and they do a real good job. They're high sellers a lot of places that we go.
Yeah.
And then we're very fortunate here in Levelland to have them come and participate in our sale every time. And so we're very thankful, but what a nice horse.
Yeah.
That was such a nice horse.
And another girl followed suit. Second high seller, 40,000. Guy's special leader was brought to us by Katie Jo Anthony.
Yes, that horse is an own son of Frenchman's Guy.
Yeah.
A really nice Palomino horse, worked all the events, did all the stuff.
She did.
And Katie Jo, what a special gal. I've noticed since she's a little kid, but she's a hand.
Yeah.
I mean, absolute hand. And I'm glad they found that horse. He's, you know, when it comes in the stallion thing, you don't always know if the crowd's going to find him.
Yeah.
And they found him.
Yes.
And they gave 40,000 for him, and that was real good.
Okay. Well, you've stolen my
Oh, here's
here.
your notes.
My notes.
My notes.
Another one to talk about, sold for 30,000. That was hip number 12, Blush of Red Stevie, a Stevie Rayvon.
That was a 4-year-old that come from Matticorp. Tyler does such a nice job with those horses. He showed that horse in the ranch horse competition, used him throughout the day around there. Cute little red roan horse. He was a Stevie, rode around like a little tomcat. I mean, he was a nice horse, brought 30,000. So.
Do you get excited when you look through submissions for a sale and you see something like a Stevie here?
Yeah, I do. I get excited. I'll tell you, I get more excited when I see the horses.
Yeah.
You know, when them horses do right and move around right. And look, it's Tyler and Matticorp. They've been friends and customers for a long time. That's one of the things that we relish in around here. Customers, over and over. We know their kids, their grandkids. So
there's some good customers. It's a lot of fun here. We got started pretty quickly with a $28,000 sale this morning. Hip number 4, a cool little mare.
Was that a cool little mare?
Yeah,
what?
She was a dual smart ray named Flashbacks, brought to us by Elliott Ranches, and she really moved around and
that
did a good
little
job.
mare, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Moved around perfect, did everything just right. A lot of interest in that little mare. Morgan, she's a really cool kid, and so it's kind of a local deal here a little bit, and so we really like that mare.
Trevor Field had 2 horses today. The one we'll talk about is Hip 24, Sagala Sunray, who's by Sagala Ray. Ryan Walters is the consigner. Trevor was the agent, and that horse sold for $26,500.
Yes, and here again, you know, and one of the things that happens here, we get along pretty good and sell these horses pretty good. We're not notorious for lightning strike, overselling them, but one right after another, just like all those you talked about. That's the Sagala Ray Gilded. That's something going to get down, creep around. He was so broke to ride, and just such a nice horse. And what I appreciate about this, these are horses that people are going to really, really enjoy.
Right.
They're just nice horses. That horse of Trevor's.
Well, Trevor was busy yesterday. He showed that horse and never demonstrated that horse in the.
Hey, when we needed help, he helped out on it.
Yeah. Hip number 7 was a horse, a pretty buckskin horse from Jeff Ellis called Lakes of Frost, and he sold for $26,000.
Yeah.
I know you like that horse.
I like that horse. That horse had a lot of shape. Jeff brought 2 really nice geldings. He showed them in the ranch horse deals. Jeff and I have been friends for 40 years. He's a cow guy. He always has ridden a good horse, showed up, and did his thing. And I'm glad they found that horse. That horse is gentle.
Yeah.
He wasn't a get down, creep around kind of horse, but gorgeous, big butted buckskin that rode around, gentle. Great horse for somebody.
Yeah, they did good.
Yeah.
Hip number 18 is one of these horses that I'm talking about that people were able to see over the course of 2 days, and the last 2 we'll talk about really became popular. You could hear people talking about him. The first one is Hip 18, Cat's Red Treasure, from Jared Gertzen, 25,000. That 4-year-old with a lot of chrome.
Yep.
Really just a ton of eye appeal.
They found that horse ahead of time. Before we got here, everybody found him.
Yeah.
The Gertzen brothers do such a good job. We're very fortunate they like to come down here from Nebraska. But that little stocking-legged horse was special.
He was.
They're still talking about him, still calling about him. But just a horse that really did not have a job yet, but the potential was so visible.
Yes.
And so, just a really special.
Natural.
And then a lot of eye appeal, you know, the whole deal.
And then the last one we'll talk about is hip number 148, Smart Gatito, and he sold for $22,500. This horse was at 148, so later on in the sale, and I think people stuck around to make sure they saw that horse sell because he had such a good showing in the cow horse demo on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Lizzie, you know, that's the deal about Friday.
Yeah.
They find him. And just like him, I'm going to venture to say the nicest 3-year-old we had here.
That was a cool horse.
Just for a plain brown 3-year-old, he was absolutely gorgeous. Those guys had him riding around. He was level. He moved his feet good. He was good on a cow for a ranch type, shot type show horse, something along those lines. That was a really nice horse. And here again, not that we're different than anybody else, but we got a lot of cow people and horse people, and this is cowboy country.
It really is.
And they find those kind, and they found that horse on Friday.
Yeah.
And they bought him on Saturday. Yeah.
If you could describe Clovis horse sales in a few words or a sentence or 2, how would you describe it?
Original. We've been doing this a long time. We've evolved from the old sale barn days and the old swap meet days. And we've been able to elevate with the horse flesh. And now we enjoy a lot of name brand horses.
Yes.
They carry the ranch brands. We had Tongue River horses today. We had Sixes horses today. Ranch branded. And the guys that actually work there, and these guys are livestock men. And if there's a horse sale out in this area, anywhere around here, that is truly connected to the Western way of life, truly connected to the land, and just a general consignment sale, I'd say we are that.
Yes. Well, one of my favorite things you said before was these guys are riding these horses to put steaks on our plates, and it's true. They really are. Another thing you've said is that these horses know that there's 2 430s in one day.
Yes, ma'am, that's the truth, and that's what we do, and we are so addicted to the lifestyle.
Yeah.
My funnest day of the whole weekend is getting a rope all day yesterday afternoon.
Yes. Those muleys.
Those muleys, and them cowboys love them muleys. So anyhow, we have a really good time. We're very blessed, very fortunate to do what we do for so long with such a cool set of people and great horses. So.
Great atmosphere. If you've never been to Levelland, to the Mallet Event Center, for a Clovis horse sale, we encourage you to do so, and the next time that folks can come here is in August.
August 16th, 17th. Big team roping that weekend.
Okay.
Yep, we'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
there you go.
All right, well, we appreciate everybody that came to watch the sale in person, registered to bid and buy online, and we did have a great time this weekend. It was a lot of fun with your family and all the folks that came here for the sale.
Yep, thank you.